Hello, this is my another video, and in this video I'll show you all Roomba series that have been ever made, because today, if you're watching this video on 18th of September in 2022, today Roomba is celebrating 20 years of existence, because 20 years ago the first ever Roomba was released. So today I will show you nearly all the Roomba series that have been ever made. I also wanna real quickly tell you that I'll also show you some Roombas that I haven't previously shown you, so you will see new Roomba models that I have. So let's begin.
Now, there's a smarter way to vacuum. It goes places you can't. It picks up what you see and what you don't. All with the push of a button. It will change the way you clean forever. Roomba Robotic Floor Vac. Buy your Roomba today at 1-888-9-ROOMBA. Roomba Robotic Floor Vac. If it's down there, we'll get it.
So, in 18th of September in 2002, iRobot released their first ever robot vacuum, which was a Roomba Robotic Floor Vac. It was priced for around $200 if I'm right. It was a bestseller in robot vacuum industry, because at these times there wasn't anything else than this Roomba, and also Electrolux had their own robot named Trilobite, which was big, as you can see, and it was also very expensive. So people didn't bought that too much, and when the Roomba came with price tag of around $200, it became bestseller in robot vacuum industry. The original Roomba had 4 buttons. One is power button, the other ones are the room size button. You had to choose how big the room is. The Roomba wasn't able to calculate the room size, so you had to do it manually. But once you selected the room size mode, the Roomba started cleaning and cleaned the entire room. Then you had to manually grab it and put it on a charger manually, because it didn't have any charging contacts and no docking station. Roomba had a quite small bin with 2 chambers. One is vacuum chamber, the second one is sweeping chamber. I put it back in, flip it over. The Roomba also had a little carrying handle in the front. Here we can see the iRobot's patented 3-stage cleaning system, which is also one of the reasons why Roomba became so popular and why it was also so inexpensive. It didn't need any powerful motors like the Trilobite had. It just needed 2 sweeping brushes. This one agitates and sweeps the floors and carpets. This one lifts all up and put it straight to the bin. Also, Roomba had one big improvement, which was a side brush, and this changed a lot because no other robot vacuums before had a side brush, and this really helped to clean along the edges and in the corners. Also, the first ever generation of Roomba was using a microfilter. Also, here's a little suction squeegee which sucked up all the fine dust into the vacuum chamber. Also, the Roomba was using a 9mAh battery, which didn't last very long, and it often had to be replaced. But it already had the cliff sensors. So that's pretty a lot of features for a first ever Roomba robot vacuum, which is nice. And fun fact, this Roomba still, after 20 years of work, works.
A small disc-like object was given to me as a gift. I pressed a button, and it cleaned my living room. I was grateful.
It's a robot. It cleans the house.
It went under the bed.
and came back out.
It's like it sees the dirt.
The dirt was there, and then it was gone.
Across the country, hundreds of thousands of people are experiencing the next generation of clean with Roomba and the new Roomba Discovery from iRobot.
When it's done, it goes back to its charging base and charges itself.
With more power and features, Roomba Discovery gets more of the dirt. It's the smarter, easier way to a cleaner house.
I think it's smarter than I am.
Later in year 2004, in June, iRobot released a new generation of Roomba named iRobot Roomba Discovery Series, which was also very popular. Over 100,000 units were sold, if I'm right. These Roombas had totally redesigned bin, which had a 3 times more capacity than the older Roombas, than the original series had. It also had its own vacuum chamber with still microfilter. This Roomba was finally able to somehow calculate the size of the room, so all you had to do is to press power and press clean mode. And also these Roomba Discoveries had a dirt detect function, which was the first ever Roomba to have the dirt detect. Also, if I flip this Roomba over, we can see the cleaning mechanics. It's still nearly the same. By the way, this is not the original brush, this is a brush from the 500 series, but don't mind this. The original brush from 400 series or the Discovery series has 2 legs with bristles and it's blue. Also, these 400 series Roombas finally had a docking capabilities, and they had these charging contacts. They also, most of the time, they came with the docking station, and if not, you were able to purchase it separately, and you were able to have a docking Roomba. So the Roomba automatically, after the cleaning, returned to its docking station and recharged for next turn. Roomba still uses the same mechanics, one brush that sweeps, one brush that lifts the dirt and puts it to the bin, and well, it's still nearly about the same. I'll also show you the newer series that iRobot made after these discoveries. It is the newer 400 series, which looks a little bit different, but still it's for the most of the part the same, nearly the same bin, but little different design, little different buttons, better carrying handle, which the other discoveries also had. And when we flip it over, we still have the same cleaning mechanics, and this is the original 400 series Roomba brush. Everything else is still nearly the same like on the original series Roombas.
I am Roomba, the vacuum cleaning robot. I see cleaning differently to you. You see a dirty floor. I see my workplace, edges I can clean. You see the kids' breakfast. I see a dirty area to focus on. You see a busy room. I see obstacles that I can clean around. You may see never-ending work. I see a job I can be programmed to do every day.
In August 2007, iRobot released their 3rd generation of Roombas, which was a Roomba 500 series. These robots were very popular and they are still sometimes used today. These Roombas last a really long time and they still clean real good after so many years of existence. I forgot to mention that on 400 series Roombas there were also in a few models scheduling capabilities, which on the 500 series became more common. On the model 550 and better, all the models had these scheduling buttons and display on the robot itself. Also, few of the robots also had a demo mode where the robot like presents to all the features it has, and it talks. Also, these Roombas were the first ever Roombas to talk when they had some errors, for example. And iRobot totally redesigned the robot. This is the underside from it, totally different front wheel, which is swivel, two main wheels like the other Roombas, but they are a little bit smaller, but they are better. A new redesigned side brush. This one came with 530, 560 and 580. The later models or the newer models had a free-armed side brush. And also this is the older style red cleaning head. On the newer models it was green. Everything else still is about the same. This is the bin, this is the vacuum chamber, and this is the suction squeegee. Roombas still have the carrying handle. Also, these Roombas have some new capabilities like the light touch sensor on its bumpers. They had new accessories with them. It was called Virtual Wall Lighthouse, which can navigate the Roomba around your home, and it helps the Roomba in orienting in your home. And also, few of the models also had a wireless command center, which was basically a better remote where you were able to control all the Roomba's features it had. Of course, nearly all these Roombas had a docking station, and there were also professional and pet series models which had upgraded bin or upgraded brushes and better accessories, of course. These Roombas are probably the most legendary Roombas ever made until today.
For over 20 years, iRobot has been at the cutting edge of robotics. Some of our robots work underwater. One was designed to explore different planets, and many perform in areas of conflict. All this experience has gone into the new Roomba 700, our most advanced vacuum cleaning robot. Its unique navigation system adapts to your home and uses sensors that look and listen for dirt, before its advanced cleaning head simply removes it. The new Roomba 700 series from iRobot.
Next one. In May 2011, iRobot released a Roomba 700 series. This is more like a premium looking robot vacuum series, and yeah, it was meant to be premium. Later there were also some cheaper models. This one is 780, but there were also like 760 or 770. These Roombas also had a few improvements made to them. They had better dirt detect, the dirt detect second generation with persistent pass. This Roomba also had a full bin light, which some of the rare 400 series Roombas have. Then on the 500 series it was completely abandoned. On this Roombas it was alive again. So right here is a little full bin light. Roombas also had a upgraded bumper with rubber around them, which the Roomba Professional series also had, and it was optional on few Roombas. And also the 700 series Roomba also had a touch controls, not the buttons, but these are touch buttons, so you just need to touch them, which is a very cool feature. If I flip it over, we have again the similar Roomba mechanics like before. Still same wheels from 500 series and still the same side brush from 500 series, same wheel, same sensors, but there are two added sensors on the back, and there is also an upgraded cleaning head, the second generation cleaning head, which is quieter, and well, it's grey. All it does to it is that it's quieter, so, and it should clean a little better, but I think it's around the same. Also, Roomba 780 has an upgraded RoboVac 2 bin, which is maybe a little smaller than the first generation RoboVac, but it contains finally 2 HEPA filters, not the micro filters like the Roomba's been using before. And it's people say that it's pretty small, but I think it's not that small. It's pretty big. Well, not that big, but it's pretty normal size for a Roomba. So that's it. So that's probably the 700 series. We still have got the cool carrying handle, and also these are my favorite Roombas, as well as with 500 series. And unfortunately these Roombas didn't get any upgrades in the future.
Get a beautifully maintained home at the push of a button. iRobot Roomba 600 series vacuum cleaning robots provide a superior level of clean with less work for you. Roomba vacuums your carpets and hard floors on its own, picking up dirt, dust, and fibers like pet hair, lint, and carpet fuzz, giving you a truly hassle-free cleaning experience from beginning to end.
Later, in August of 2012, iRobot basically remade the 500 series, which was legendary. So they discontinued 500 series and they made the new series, which was also very popular, and is the 600 series. Compared to 500 series Roombas, they basically just changed the black color to gray of these components around the Roomba, and they equipped these robots with a new bin, RoboVac first generation, with still a microfilter inside of it, but it had optimized airflow thanks to the new filter, and it was also 1 chamber, not 2, so it had way bigger capacity than ever before. iRobot also equipped these Roombas with the new 2nd generation cleaning head, and fun fact, these cleaning heads are still produced today in 2022, so that's more than 11 years now, which is amazing for some technology to be still popular in 2022, 11 years later. Other than that, the 600 series are still the nearly same Roombas as 500 series. They of course had new software in them, and they also lost a few features like wireless command center or the virtual wall lighthouse, but they still had for example, automatic virtual walls and this classic stuff. iRobot also renewed this 600 series in 2017. They remade the design of the Roomba, and they put a Wi-Fi module in it, and they made it Wi-Fi available, or just Wi-Fi connected robot vacuum. So you were able to control this robot through the app. And later, iRobot discontinued those old Wi-Fi connected models, and they bring back this exact design again and made the Roomba 675. And later, like today, we have got 692 or 694 and models like this. So this 600 series is probably one of the series that probably never die, because it's more than 10 years in production now. It's still alive. 600 series are still made, not the same models, but 600 series is still alive. It's budget friendly category and it's still very popular, so I'm glad iRobot made these.
Set yourself free from cleaning with the iRobot Roomba vacuum cleaning robot. Roomba's advanced AeroForce technology replaces conventional vacuum brushes, giving you greater cleaning performance. With Roomba doing the cleaning, you can do more living. Only from iRobot. iRobot, do you?
In 2013, iRobot released a new series of Roombas named Roomba 800 series. It looks very similar to Roomba 700 series, and it's basically a remake of it, just like Roomba 500 and 600 series. So I think this is the same thing with 700 series. This is basically a remake of it. But to be honest, the design is a little bit different. It's, I think, like a more premium design. It still has the carrying handle. But iRobot made several changes to Roomba 800 series, and well, this was a very good move because this system is still used today and it's very powerful. Introducing the Aeroforce system. The Aeroforce system uses two rubber rollers and a very powerful BLDC suction motor, and these two things combined made a really strong cleaning system which lasts long and collects way more dirt than ever before. This system works very well. This exact system is still in today's 900 series, and it has been upgraded in the newer Roomba models. And in the 900 series, this system was also upgraded in the Roomba 980 and better models. It was upgraded with better suction motor. Anyway, other than that, this Roomba is still basically a 700 series, but these Roombas never had the touch controls again. It was only on Roomba 700 series, and they had only these classic buttons. So that's probably it to the Roomba 800 series. Oh, and also I forgot, in 2017, as well as 600 series Roombas, they made a Wi-Fi enabled Roombas from 800 series. Later these were replaced by the E series, which I will talk about later. But these series weren't as popular as the 600 series because they were still pretty pricey. So people didn't bought them as much as the Wi-Fi enabled 600 series. So that was it for the 800 series Roombas.
Keeping your home beautifully clean every day is hard but important work. Dust, dirt, and hair build up everywhere. So for cleaner floors throughout your entire home at the push of a button, meet the iRobot Roomba 900 series vacuum cleaning robot. The power to change the way you clean. The Roomba 900 series is your cleaning partner, designed to help you stay ahead of everyday mess. Thanks to its advanced iAdapt 2.0 navigation with visual localization, the Roomba 900 series seamlessly navigates an entire level of your home, moving effortlessly from room to room and from surface to surface, working non-stop, recharging and continuing automatically if necessary until your home is beautifully clean. A full suite of sensors and a visual localization system help the Roomba 900 series map your home as it cleans, so it always knows exactly where it is, where it's been, and where it needs to go next.
In September 2015, iRobot released a new Roomba generation which was completely redesigned, and it was the Roomba 900 series. This is a beast, still in 2022, 7 years ago. This is Roomba 980. This was the first ever Roomba to use Wii navigation in the entire Roomba series. It was the smartest Roomba in that time to be ever released, and it was also the first ever Roomba to have a Wi-Fi, so we were able to control it through your phone. We still have the carrying handle, but we only have 3 buttons, no display, only just a few LEDs on here because everything else was in the app. iRobot also made a new 3D design. You may not see it well, but yeah, you can see it. You can see fingerprints on it too, but you can see the 3D design, which was also pretty revolutionary on the design of the robots, and it's still, even today, this Roomba looks really premium. When we flip it over, we can still see the Aeroforce cleaning system, just like on the 800 series, and basically the same components, but under here there is a lithium-ion battery, unlike the older 9mAh battery, and also this Aeroforce system has a upgraded suction motor. Right here is a little rolling wheel, and this Roomba is equipped with carpet boost, which is a system which means when the Roomba goes on a carpet, it increases its suction power, and when it goes to the floor, it decreases it to like optimize the cleaning system and to have a better battery life. This system works really well, and this was the first ever Roomba to have it, and also the last ever Roomba to have it. On the better Roomba series, it's still on max power, or it's basically still on the max power. So that's it. Roomba's 800 series and 900 series used a big HEPA filter. This Roomba has a really big airflow, and it's very powerful, especially the 980 with the upgraded Aeroforce system. I also like this attention to detail, like right here we have got a little Aeroforce on it. This just looks so pretty, I love it. In September 2018, iRobot released 2 new generations of Roombas. The first one was a basically remake of 800 series, or a new 800 series robot, and it was the E series. This Roomba, well, it's a normal Roomba. A little bit boring, to be honest. It's a Wi-Fi connected model, as any other new Roomba. It has the Aeroforce cleaning system, the upgraded one, with washable bin. You can see these brushes are, well, they are a little bit worn, but they are redesigned, and also the side brush is redesigned, and also a few things are a little different in here, but it still looks more or less like a pretty normal Roomba. There was also a, this is E5 model, there was also a E6 model which had full bin light indicator, and the bin is also a little bit different. It no longer has a vacuum motor inside of it, and thanks to it, it's washable, as you can see. So there's nothing really much to say about this Roomba, because it wasn't like really anything new. It's still like any other Roomba. It is just like upgraded from the older models. But well, it was pretty popular because it was also pretty budget friendly, or at least now it's pretty budget friendly, or well, now it's not even sold in most countries, but here in Czech Republic it's still sold for a reasonable price, so why not? Also, one thing, the these Roombas also no longer have a rubberized bumper, so that's a little bit pity. And also no longer optical detection, optical dirt detection. Along with E-Series, in 2018 iRobot also released a Roomba I-Series, which was a new Roomba generation, basically a Roomba E-Series with a camera on it, with iAdapt 3.0, which is basically a upgraded iAdapt 2.0 with some differences between it. For example, the Roomba now can recognize the rooms and clean specific rooms you want it to clean. And Roomba also has a new feature called Keep Out Zones, where you can tell Roomba where to clean and where not to clean. Today's robots, nearly any robot has that, like smart navigation robot. But back then, not many robots had it, and it was pretty new feature. Also, the Roomba I-Series had a upgraded 10 times stronger suction motor. The E-Series had 5 times stronger suction motor. I-Series also had a big improvement. iRobot made a clean base for it, so the robot was able to return to the docking station, empty the dirt from itself, and resume the cleaning. So you didn't have to maintain the robot after each use, unlike any other robot. The fun fact is, a few brands made the system a long time ago, like Samsung or Ecovacs or even the Kerche from the 2003, and iRobot basically copied it and made it. And after that, every robot vacuum brand was like, oh, we need to have this too. So from this time, self-emptying robots and self-emptying ducks became really popular. So that's it for the I-Series. In May 2019, iRobot also released the Roomba S series, which was completely redesigned Roomba from any other Roomba ever before made. It had 40 times stronger suction motor, upgraded or wider rollers from the Air Force system, bigger bin, and it was of course it had the self-emptying bin, and also it had the same mapping system from the Roomba I series. And well, this Roomba is probably the most powerful Roomba ever made, but to be honest, I don't really like it because there are still many issues with it because of the new design. iRobot, well, they did a good job when they were making this robot, but they messed up a lot of things, and just few things are not alright with this robot. Also, this robot is really pricey, so not everyone can buy it. You can rather buy some cheaper models like the I series or maybe the 600 series. Depends on what budget are you. But anyway, the Roomba is a beast.
For years, we've been really focused on designing robots that clean the best that they could, but now we wanted to take it a step beyond and clean the way you would.
We want to make your life easier. That's the whole point of what we do.
We designed a new front-facing camera, a wedge detect bumper.
It recognizes when there's obstacles, it avoids them, and keeps on cleaning.
What makes J7 really special is the digital experiences.
And so that really offers a lot of freedom for a user, and I think it's something that's very important and very valuable to our customers.
In September 2021, iRobot also announced the Roomba J series, which is a Roomba I series with a new system, new navigation system. The cleaning system is still the same, but the main difference is that the Roomba J series has a camera on the front, not on the top of the robot, it's on the front, and it's a camera that's for navigation, but it's also used as a obstacle avoidance system. So now Roomba can avoid many things like poop, cables, shoes, socks, slippers, anything like that. So it will not run into things and spread them around all the house. Other than that, the Roomba is still pretty much the same like the Roombas before it, like the E and I series, and there is nothing big, there's not many difference on it. The clean base was improved a little bit, it's a little bit smaller, and you can store 1 spare or 2 spare bags in it, I think. And I think the J7 is probably one of the coolest Roombas that have been made since like 9 series. Yeah. E series, I series and S series were really cool Roombas, but the J series is totally different from them, and it's totally changing the game. So that's it for the J series. Unfortunately, I don't have I, S and J series because they are too expensive and I still cannot afford them, but maybe I'll get them in the future and I'll do some videos about them too, but at least you can see them on the pictures, so hopefully that's okay for you. Alright, this is probably it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you learned something, and I really hope these robots will be here for at least another 20 years, because they are awesome, they clean real good, and they changed the entire robot industry. And these are probably the best home robots you can own today that will actually help you. So that's probably it for today. I'll be making more videos with these guys, and I just hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to celebrate the 20 years of Roombas, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like and subscribe, and vacuum, and I don't know what to say. Whatever. Have a nice day. Bye.
Please charge Roomba.